Good morning. We continue today with the Sermon on the Mount. Jesus laying out for his followers a pattern of living which will bless them and enable them to see how they should relate one to another and to the world around them. He starts off this chapter by saying quite simply that blessed are certain people if they act in certain ways. Today we think for a moment of him saying, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy." On one occasion, one of his followers, Peter, came to him and said, "Jesus," he said, how often should I forgive my brother? Once, twice? Should I even go 7 times? If he sins against me 7 times, should I forgive him even 7 times? And Jesus looked at Peter and says, "Peter, you still haven't got it. I say to you, not 7 times, but 70 times 7. In other words, whenever it happens, because if you don't, it will enter into your own spirit. It will become a poison in your spirit. It will destroy you from the inside." So often in my ministry, I come across people, and somewhere in their lives, somebody has offended them. It could be a parent, it could be a sibling, it could be a teacher, it could be a marriage partner, it could be a friend. Somewhere in their lives, somebody has offended them. And it hasn't been forgiven. And it's somehow become like an abscess in their lives, destroying their lives. And as I minister them, I say to them simply, come before God, ask for God's grace, cut that abscess, let all the muck pour out, forgive that person. Remember Jesus on Calvary, they were driving the nails into his hands and his feet. He says, "Father, forgive them." Remember Stephen, they were stoning him to death. And he's kneeling there with the stones hitting him, knowing that death is approaching. He says, "Do not hold this sin against them." In other words, I forgive them. I forgive them for what they're doing. Because the great saints of the church have realized that this is something we must always learn to do if our relationship with God is going to remain intact. We have to forgive. We have to be merciful in the same way as we ourselves want to receive mercy. He says, "Blessed are the peacemakers." Now in your life you have people you know and care for. And sometimes there's animosity and anger between them. Jesus on the cross reaches out one arm to the left, one arm to the right, almost as if he's holding the whole human race together in himself, bringing them together in himself and making peace. Peace between individuals and peace between God and the world. He is the great peacemaker. And he says, if you are truly to be the children of God, then you must be peacemakers yourselves. Bring people together. Help them to overcome the difficulties they're having, that they might know the blessing of God in their lives. Show them as well how they too must release people from the sins that are committed against them, in order that they too can know the blessing of this peace. Because if you do this, then you'll be truly acting as the children of God. But then he also warns us. He says, if you're going to be the children of God, then you're going to be persecuted. You're going to be persecuted. People are going to make fun of you. People are going to try and put you down. That's why you need to be merciful. You need to forgive them over and over again for what they're doing. Even in his own life, in his own ministry, he was being attacked on many occasions. And because we've missed it sometimes, we don't understand what's happening. In the temple on one occasion, he is debating things with the Pharisees. They can't argue against him. But then they come back at him and they say, "We know who our father was. See, they knew he came from Nazareth. They knew that Joseph wasn't his father. And they're literally just standing there saying, we know who our father is. You are an illegitimate son. You don't know who your father is. See, they're attacking him. They're trying to pull him down. They're trying to put him in his place. This is a Nazarene carpenter trying to tell us what we should be doing and how we should be living. Remember, Jesus is setting before you a way of life. Read this chapter, think about it, meditate on it, pray about it, because Jesus wants to show you how to live. Amen.